anyways, Paola, we are so happy to have you on the stream today. And we wanted to first just kick things off and talk to you a little bit about the Halsey cover that you shot for the video that we just showed for the behind the scenes. Just kind of, if you could just walk us through that day and that shoot, and how everything was, and how you met Halsey, and how your relationship was for the shoot, and kind of also what brought you to get those photographs in that manner.
Yeah, totally. Actually, like I photographed Halsey when she was coming out with her first single or her first album. It was kind of like a portfolio of up and coming artists,
Mm-hmm.
and we have her like with this blue makeup. I mean, it was crazy, but I mean, she was like super game for like doing like cool pictures and being creative, right? And for this particular shoot, well, it was my first cover for Rolling Stone, so I was like super excited because it's such an iconic magazine. Um, and it was her first cover for Rolling Stone as well. So um, we wanted to shoot her, photograph her in the desert, so in a very natural environment. It was very hot. If you can see in the video, I'm wearing like a hoodie, but it's like a white hoodie because it was like super hot. But I always like cover myself. Yeah, and of course we did like so many images. It was like very fun. I mean, she was super collaborative and she really wanted to make a great picture. But at the beginning, when we were talking about hair and makeup and the look that we were going to go for, I always wanted to focus when, especially to create a cover that is iconic, to have something that is different, that maybe if it's an artist that we haven't seen her that way. So she was wearing, I think, a baseball cap when she arrived, and then we were like, oh, how you should wear the hair, and she's like, actually, I never had my hair like natural, like nobody's seen my hair like my natural curls. And I was like, oh, that's amazing, and I felt like very thankful because it's like I had this opportunity to photograph her in a way that nobody seen her before. And yeah, I mean, she has beautiful skin and she was a bit tan. And of course, this picture was taken in the shade, so her skin looks a little bit darker. And we did so many pictures, she was really playful and like, she's a bit badass, she has an attitude, but like really cool. And then at some point, I mean, she just rolled her fingers over the tank top, and then that's the frame, right?
Wow.
When we were like, then we were there, the magazine was like looking for which one should be the image, like, and we specifically thought about like doing a cover that had a white background. So then it's more iconic, especially with the red logo. And as you showed a minute ago, like so many of those iconic covers have the white background, right? Because they are like very graphic, right? And when you see them in the stand, like, I mean, they really stand out. And then we didn't even think about so much that she had a bit of a hair in the armpits, but that created a lot of conversation. And I mean, many people were like,
I'm sure.
Oh, she's too dark. She's trying to appropriate a different ethnicity. Why she cannot afford to shave her armpits, and then on the other side, many artists supported her, and Demi Lovato, for example, like she was like super like supportive of Halsey and the cover, and I think it's important to create conversation sometimes, even though, I mean, some opinions are going to be positive and some opinions are not going to be positive. But I think it's natural to have hairs under the arms, and she just happened to look that way that day. And we kept her like super natural. And, it was not about like doing an image that is fake in any ways. And yeah, and I think she's proud, and I am proud of it too.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's an amazing image. And I think what's really funny is that people of course, came for her hair, but you can barely even see anything. So I think that that's just so kind of ridiculous how people love to pick
Yeah,
apart photos and women in particular. But also, we wanted to ask you a little bit about how you make your subjects comfortable when you're photographing them, because I think something about that shoot in particular is it's so intimate, and it seems like you get a different side of Halsey than you've seen before, like you were saying. So what's kind of your process there creatively, and how do you set the tone and the mood of a shoot to bring out those intimate images of people?
yeah. I mean, first of all, I work with a nice team. Like everybody on my set is like nice people. They all want to be there, and they all want to, like make the best of it.
Mhm.
So that's one thing. But I always do my research, and I always create a very nice environment for the talent. So then, like, the the ideal thing that you want when the talent arrive is to feel comfortable and to trust me, basically, because if they trust me, uh, I mean, we are already in. So, and especially when the talent have to give me everything, because I really need to connect in a intimate way, and to capture something that is honest. It's really important that they feel comfortable and they can trust how I want to make them look, right?
Mhm.
Um, and and for me, it's all about the connection with the subject, and like knowing what they like, who they are, and being curious. I think like curiosity in a photographer is one of the key elements, because if you're truly curious about the talent, you are respectful, and you're going to be interested in knowing what they have to say, how they feel, who they are. And that
Mhm.
for me is super key. And I think that's why, like, I mean, I am lucky enough to meet all these incredible people and to hear like amazing stories from them. And, on first hand, I mean, it's like the best.
Yeah, I bet being there and having that connection with them sounds just, I mean, immeasurably important to the work that you have to do with them. I mean, in order to get them to express, yeah, I mean, I'm sure that you have to really get comfortable and do your research. And also off of that, I was wondering for this specific shoot and for any other shoots, Paula, um, I was wondering who picks the shoot, like who picks the area that you're going to shoot in. Is that you, or is that the talent, or is it kind of a mix of both? We got a question in the chat about that.
Yeah, I mean, in general, well, I mean, we look at the location in advance, right? And then in this particular case, I mean, we were going to like outside Los Angeles. So sometimes you get a chance to scout the location. So you look at
Hmm.
you're like, okay, this could be good, and I imagine the images in my mind before actually taking the pictures. So, but in this case, we arrived, and we arrived, I think, 2 hours before Halsey.
Hmm.
And we didn't have so much time to do the shoot. I was like yesterday, like preparing for this call, I was looking at the call sheet, and it was like arrival 1 p.m., hair and makeup 2 hours, and wardrobe fitting, and then talent is leaving at 5. So
Wow. Oh my God. I was gonna
and
ask too, how much time really was the shoot? It must, I mean, it sounds like it was only about 3 hours, but from the behind the scenes footage, just that minute, it looked like you got a lot done in
Yeah.
that time.
yeah, I'm fast. No, but I'm very fast, and I mean, like these talents, I mean, they are beautiful, and they have the experience. They are performers, and it's easy to get through a lot very quickly. Um, but yeah, and we got a chance to do a video, and we did an interview, and everything in like 3 hours. And but yeah, going back to the spots that we were doing the shots, I actually do I do a walk around, and I'm like, okay, we could do this picture here, we could do this outfit there, we could do a close up
Mhm.
here. And it's that little house there that we actually set up a mini studio, let's say.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we put up a background in the back of that tiny little house, and And yeah, it looked like a mini studio, but outdoors,
Wow.
which is nice.
That's really
Very
cool.
cool.